signing for 22-year-old Bobby Mims, whose recent football has been in the 3rd division on loan with Notts County. It's a testing Everton home debut for Mims against the sharp eye for goal of Peter Beardsley, who in Tbilisi this week rose to Bobby Robson's challenge to show that he is England World Cup material. The loss of Southall and Kevin Sheedy is partly offset by the return of Gary Stevens at right back, Kevin Ratcliffe to the centre of defence and Peter Reid to midfield. Ratcliffe is able to resume his partnership with Derek Mountfield for the first time since September. David McKellar on loan from Hibernian continues in the Newcastle goal. At left back, John Bailey, who was such a popular figure here in his Everton days, he's captain for the day. And there's a place for Ian Stewart, whose last league game was on New Year's Day in the 2-2 draw against Everton at St James's Park. Today's referee, Malcolm Heath from Stoke-on-Trent. We'll join the match in the first half. Anderson. Well, it was one chance too many. Lineker's in the middle, and Sharp couldn't quite pick him out. The goalkeeper lost it with more than an eye on Gary Lineker coming in. And Everton, having taken the ball away from John Anderson, were understandably short of other players to capitalise on the chance. But Anderson took his life and his side's life into his hands there. Bracewell won it from him. Sharp looked up and saw Lineker arriving in the middle, and so too did David McKellar. But the ball rolled kindly for Newcastle off the goalkeeper. Stevens with the free kick. Mountfield well forward. Bailey wants it to run, and it might not do that. Everton trying to turn the screw here. Stevens. And McKellar only down as far as Richardson! The goalkeeper claims he was impeded. The goal stands, and Kevin Richardson, born in Newcastle, scores against his hometown club. A goal that won't please David McKellar. He came off his line not too confidently, and he felt that Sharp fouled him. The angle was a little tight, but Richardson found the gap. Half an hour gone, and Everton forced their way into the lead. And Kevin Richardson, who is perhaps trying to attract other clubs, has done it in the best way. Sharp, able to control. Stewart intercepting from Reid. It was Mountfield's clearance, just wouldn't quite drop for Lineker. The bounce held the ball up, and it was one of those occasions when Lineker can so often get in, just loitering up against the last defender. Had there been extra weight on the ball, which was really not much more than a clearance from Mountfield, he could have been straight in at goal. Bracewell. Clark. Lineker. It was a subtle chip, and it was just too high for the Players' Player of the Year. Stevens rather easily dispossessing Stewart. Rescued it. Lineker. Well, if you wanted to sum up the real essence of Gary Lineker's play in one moment, it was this. Roda thought it was his, but look how quickly Lineker got there, and he hadn't given up yet, and still got the shot in.
Well, into the second half then, with Everton substitute Adrian Heath now on for the injured Pat van den Hauwe.
Stevenson. Anderson's ball forward. Beardsley giving chase, but Ratcliffe well ahead of the race. Roda, and Stephen has taken it away from him. Trevor Stephen for Everton. David McKellar for Newcastle United. The goalkeeper got his angles right. Newcastle getting in a tangle, and then Stephen with a rapid change of direction. Everton have kept their run going of scoring in every home game this season, but they certainly haven't found it too easy to make chances, with Roda and Clark sticking to their tasks against Sharp and Lineker, and McCreary providing that insurance in front of the back four, but unfairly on that occasion. Sharp the second time, Adrian Heath. Sharp twice involved from the free kick by Ratcliffe. Anderson gave it back to him. Not easy to hit on the volley, as Heath showed. Whitehurst. Beardsley anticipated the flick. Stevenson. And the shot against the post from Gascoigne. Everton survive and wonder how. Mims was left helpless by a sweeping Newcastle attack. Gascoigne, first time. That was tremendous. Well, Ian Stewart will still be wondering how he failed to deal with the rebound after Gascoigne's shot had come out off the post. Beardsley. Mountfield's clearance only as far as Gascoigne. Beardsley again. Oh! Poor Gascoigne. A clear chance created marvellously by Beardsley, and Gascoigne put it over. Newcastle were looking at this match as a yardstick of their recent performances. They'll surely be pleased with the way it's gone so far, although they still trail. Gascoigne could have brought them level. Beardsley. Stewart inside him. Beardsley away from Stevens. And Whitehurst beaten to it by Mims. It's a goal. The light was flagging. It's not a goal. Whitehurst was offside right on the line after Gascoigne had met it. But Peter Beardsley causing all sorts of difficulties again. Mims had to go for it, but watch Whitehurst as Anderson got a touch to it. Whitehurst adjudged offside, right on the line. Anderson. Beardsley, the real thorn in the Everton side at the moment. Beardsley again. Whitehurst is onside, and he's missed it. Two goals in his last 3 games for Billy Whitehurst. His first 2 in the First Division, and he should have added to that because Peter Beardsley gave him through pass. Whitehurst went for power, didn't control the shot. Whitehurst, and he got the ball away from Mountfield. And the referee wants to speak to Derek Mountfield. And it is another booking. Whitehurst, and this is Roda. Is that a penalty? Ratcliffe on Glenn Roda. Whitehurst causing the confusion, and Ratcliffe tripped Roda. Peter Beardsley has missed his last 2 penalties. And he misses again. It's going Everton's way. Beardsley can scarcely believe it.
1-0 to Everton. Newcastle will say they were worth at least a draw, I've no doubt. That penalty disaster, of course, is the sort of moment when championships are won and lost. And it does mean that Everton have now opened up a 2